Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Awakened Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us. If you are here live with us, welcome, welcome. If you're watching on the replay, the recording on YouTube, welcome, welcome. Please do subscribe so you can take advantage of all the current shows, all the previous shows, all the shows coming up. It is my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring to you these amazing speakers who are sharing their wisdom, their teachings, their processes, their um, rituals, etc., so that we can all thrive and so that we can all awaken to happiness now. And so today, my dear friend Siddhii Shah is back with us, and we're talking about something totally brand new, something I don't know anything about. So I love that, right? I love to learn. So we're going to be talking about guided by angels, life-changing breakthroughs from our Ozark Angel Spirits. So of course, I know about angels, and all that stuff, but these are the Ozark Angel Spirits. So I'm excited. So some of what we're going to talk about today is we're going to discover the history and background of working with the Ozark Angels, how they are different from angels, archangels, and other spiritual beings. We're going to talk about the concepts behind the Ozark folk magic. We're going to learn a couple of names of a couple of the Ozark angels that people can call upon to seek help of different kinds. So I'm looking forward to that. And very easy rituals that people can perform in their homes with very minimal things just by chanting psalms. So that's fun. Can you tell I'm excited? I am. A brand new topic, brand new wisdom, brand new learning. Yeah, I'm all there. So, for those of you who may not know Siddhi, she's been with us many, many times. She is India's leading psychic and dragon healing expert. Siddhi is a celebrated psychic reader, dragon healing facilitator, and mentor of over 100 spiritual healing courses. A pioneer of dragon healing in India, she introduced a powerful celestial dragons healing system, helping thousands experience rapid emotional and energetic breakthroughs. And with a deep spiritual calling since childhood, Siddhi channels divine guidance from angels, dragons, and goddesses, offering healing that transforms lives. Her expertise spans money healing, fat reduction, relationships, anxiety, insomnia, and more, with fast, effective results. So, everyone, please join me in welcoming Siddhi back to the show. Siddhi, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. And big namaste to all of you. Thank you, Alara. Thank you, Shefal, for this beautiful sacred space.
I'm excited. Somebody's asking, are you into Ganesha? Of course, she's into Ganesha. We all are into Ganesha, right? So
Oh,
Ganesha is
one
the.
fun
Go ahead.
fact, my name is Siddhi. And S- Siddhi is also the name of Ganesha's wife.
Ah, see, there you go, something new. But yes, we are all into Siddhi and Ganesha because they both are remover of obstacles. So they always teach us different things that we can learn to remove obstacles in our lives and to create magic in our lives, right? So I'm excited about this conversation. So today we're talking about the Ozark Angels, which as I said before we went live, I have not heard of the Ozark Angels. Of course, I know about the Ozark Mountains here in North America, but and of course, it makes sense that there would be nature spirits, angel spirits in the mountains. Of course, yes, I understand that too, but never heard of it. So let's talk a little bit about the Ozark Angels. But before that, Siddhi, can you tell us um, how you found out about the Ozark Angels and what got you interested in sharing this with us today?
Okay. So thank you for asking this. I was just mulling over in my mind, what do I start with? And this is a beautiful start because there's so much to talk about. The very first time I learned about Ozark Angels, now I'll also come to why we call them Ozark Angels and are there very specific angels only to Ozark Mountains or they help everyone. But before that, I learned it from someone who works with covens, who performs magic of all different kinds. And I'm interested in doing white things and prosperity things and some of these spell works. And I'm always interested in working with nature spirits, guides, higher beings such as dragons, unicorns. So when I learned this, I wanted to try this out. So the very first thing that I tried out reluctantly was I earned money through electronic transactions, through bank transfers, through everything, but I never received hard cash.
Hmm.
So I thought, why not work with them to receive some cash? So I called upon one Ozark Angel, telling him that, you know what, I want to be earning and I want cash in my hand, 10,000 rupees. Not a very great price, but I wanted to see because that is not something I get in cash. Not a very small amount, not a very big amount. And I waited. In next 1 week, I had it. Next 1 week, I had another 10K. Next 1 week. So it didn't stop there. As if they wanted to build a deeper connection and they wanted to give me more. So I went on asking different things, a few things regarding number of students in certain workshop, regarding something else, and all of them kind of worked out in its beauty. So this was my very first interaction calling upon them. Post which I started learning about Ozark and I started realizing so many different things about the folk magic, about their rituals. Very simple, very easy, and I was surprised to see how can someone do this with just a glass of water and a pinch of salt. But it did work out. It did beautiful changes in my life. And after doing practices for me, I started working this out for my friends, for some of my students, clients, and they worked out, all of them. Most of them worked out with a time frame of 15 days to 20 days. And that was beautiful. When we started off small. But now, when we ask with confidence. We don't ask very great things as yet, but now we ask with confidence, we ask more, and we've been receiving that. So I said, why not share something, this beautiful I would not call it modality, but beautiful form of magic, beautiful form of invocations with everyone if this works out, right? So before I start with today's call or today's explanation, I would want to bring one thing forward is that this is not a replacement for medicines. This is not replacement for our hard work and our karma. We need to do what is right for us. This is great support. In order to achieve something, we are doing everything that we can, and this gives us good push. They are catalysts. Okay. So with this, we all know, most of us know that Ozark, largely known as Ozark Mountains, are not single mountain, but a, a chain of vast highland plateau, yeah, stretching across southern Missouri, northern Arkansas. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the names wrong. I'm doing my best. And parts of Oklahoma, Kansas. Now, something very beautiful happened. Ozark is a very secluded place because of the kind of geography it has. And that gives it a spiritual edge. It is not isolated, but it can still do so many things when they are secluded. And something very beautiful happened over there that grannies and wisdom women, I call them wisdom women, they started performing certain things. Now, they were never tied to any kind of schools or temples, but their magic, their work was connected with charms, tradition of Europe, herbal medicinal knowledge, indigenous influence, and largely Appalachian folk magic. Now, one of these magicians, call them whatever you'd like, or spiritual worker, she collected people who perform magic from all different and they belong to all different places. Maybe someone was African, someone was someone else, someone was someone else. And when they came together, they started exchanging their rituals. They started talking about how certain things worked out for them, worked out for someone else, and they created a fusion. Very beautiful fusion of different magics coming together and simplifying. Now, one of the challenges that Ozark had was having too many things around, right? However, they had and still have abundance of nature. So, a lot of these things are connected with maybe tree spirits, maybe spirits, nymphs, angels of all different kinds. So, when I'm talking about Ozark angels, they may or may not be archangels. They could be Mesopotamian gods, deities, or maybe some kind of Arabic, Turkey angels that we are talking about. Some of their roots we do not know. Some of their origins we do not know because since the ancient time till now, a lot of origins are undiscovered or people have not known who brought them. But people call out to these angels for all beautiful asks. Before we talk about angels, I would want to talk about a few rituals that they do. And those are very simple, easy peasy, doable rituals. So, a few examples. Yes, please.
So I just want to ask everyone who's here live with us right now, how many of you have heard of the Ozark Angels or Ozark Angel Spirits? If you want to, you have. Awesome. If you have, let us know in the chat, or if you haven't, let us know in the chat so we all know and we can it would be interesting. I had not heard of these types of angels or angel spirits before myself, so this was brand new for me. So if you have, great. If you haven't, well, then we're going to learn something new. But just let us know in the chat if you have or have not, just to give us some information as well, right? And then that way, Siddhi can also, you know, share a little bit more because it's like we've never heard of it, so it's all brand new, right, for us. So this is great. So it seems like most of us have not heard about it. So this is going to be fantastic. So go ahead. So rituals, I love, especially if they're simple, right? If there are simple rituals that we can do in our homes with not very many uh, tools that we need to go out and shop and buy and look for, because sometimes I hear about rituals. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know where to find it, right? So if they're simple, that's great.
Oh, they are. They are. Most of these things you will find at home, but slowly when we begin working with angels, we'll not need anything. We will simply need to invoke. These rituals I'm just simply adding to help someone out there who might be needing this at this point in time. So we're going to be starting from there. This is going to be a very crisp, beautiful learning in short. And yes, I will be definitely answering. And thank you, everyone. Like you all, I had never heard of this term called Ozark Angels. And I started Googling. I didn't find anything. And then I started doing Chat GPT. I did not find anything. And then I researched more and more and then realized that these angels are invoked upon by very secret societies. You might find their mention maybe with a Golden Dawn society, maybe some workers like that. And I was fortunate to learn from someone like that and apply this beautiful knowledge. So these are very positive angels. These are angels of light who are working for the higher purpose, higher life, right? So, one belief that happened over a period of time, and I'm kind of simplifying that, is that above the earth, there are three layers. And when we learn about Ozark angels, they could be belonging to any of these three layers, but that's a little technical knowledge, deeper knowledge, little for later. But when Ozark was developing all the rites, rituals, etc., there were a lot of song based rituals that they developed. I would love to share just one with you. Now, this is for people who would want to bring in protection and cleansing in the entire home, and largely protection. And all you're going to be needing is a glass of water, maybe a bowl of clean water, Bible or Book of Psalms, and a pinch of salt. That's it. So, the simplest, why am I sharing this one? Because I want you to understand the simplicity of how Ozark people work or still worked, worked or still work, right? And it is very simple. However, their invocation, their faith have so much power that it works out, right? So this ritual needs to be done when you have some quiet time at your kitchen table, completely fine. You'll just add a pinch of salt to the water and read Psalm 23 slowly and clearly. So you will need a book of Psalms or maybe run a print of Psalm 23 only. And once you've read that psalm, you will say, as this water is blessed, so is this home. Now, then you need to dip your fingers in the water and touch this water to your door frames, windowsills, front threshold, and any other space that you want to be blessed, like your work tables, like any other furniture or corners of your home. That's it. That's it. The spells are very simple, right? But now I'm going to be taking you to one more study that I've done. And from a very beautiful book on Ozark Magick, I found this one. And I did work on this and it turned out to be very beautiful. So I want to be sharing this with you. And I have a few ingredients that I will share. Just a little bowl, anything that is made of silver. But before I start, I would want to tell you why are we doing this. This is to bring in luck in any matter and especially financial matters. Bring in luck. So here I have a little silver coin like thing, but any shape. If you have a ring that works, if you have a chain that works, if you have a silver item like a spoon that works, and the main ingredient for this is a whole nutmeg. Now, this ritual starts on a new moon and continues till full moon. So every day you will have to spend about 2 minutes with this. What else will you need? On the full moon, you're going to be needing a drawstring bag. And to work your way through or anoint this nutmeg, every day you're going to be needing either gin or camphor essential oil. So why gin was preferred? Because it has juniper. However, there are countries where you get camphor oil very easily. I don't usually work with alcohol, and I find it very convenient for me to be getting camphor oil and use that. So, on new moon, what do? You're going to be placing the nutmeg in a regular bowl in the way it touches silver. So, I place the silver item first, and on top, I place nutmeg. And all I need to do is anoint this with 3 drops of camphor oil. 3 drops of camphor oil, one after the other. And I need to say something. Let me just copy paste that for you first over here. So those of you who would like to make a note of it, have it. Okay. So what you need to say, on a mountain far away grows a rock. On that rock grows a mighty tree. On that tree grows a little nut. Inside that nut grows a little bag. Inside that bag grows a river of gold coins. The nut in my pocket hears my tail and knows exactly what I mean. That's it. And your ritual for that day is done. You're going to leave it somewhere or right there. If you're working it out on a table or next to your window sill, just leave it there. Next day you'll come again. 3 drops of camphor oil or 3 drops of gin, whatever you prefer. And you will say the same thing again. And you will work this out till full moon. Full moon, you will repeat the whole process and then place your nutmeg in a drawstring bag and tie it with 3 knots. 3 knots are very important for this magic. And after that, every full moon and new moon, through the bag, you will anoint the nutmeg. And you can keep this with you as long as you'd like. And you can keep energizing this as long as you'd like. So I'm also going to be giving you few variations into this. People who do not or cannot remember this, or maybe will be attending this call a little later and do not have access to what I said, can read Bible verse 42:10. So the verbal charm in original spell can be replaced with Job. And the Lord restored the fortunes of Job when he had prayed for his friends, and the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. So you can replace this with that and continue energizing. And your lucky bag is ready. Your nutmeg bag is ready. You can carry it whenever you need little streak of luck. You can carry it for winning. I'm not talking about lotteries, but winning any particular competition or any particular place, and it works out. Yeah. So nutmeg once was a rare item in Ozark, and they valued it so much. However, people who didn't have nutmeg, and even now there would be places where it is not easily available. And if you get buckeye nut, or if you don't even get that, you want to replace this with any lucky coin you wish to make, you can do that. You can follow the same ritual. Now, I worked this out for abundance purpose. It worked out beautifully for me, but sky's the limit, right? Now,
Awesome.
can I
Thank
tell
you.
you?
And if anybody has any questions about the rituals that Siddhi just shared, just let us know. I did post the Psalm 23 in the chat. So if you don't have a Bible in the house, you can always Google it. And that's what I did. I just Googled it quickly, and you can read it from your phones. So like you don't have to have a paper copy. You can just read it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And yeah, and then the nutmeg thing. I was confused about one little thing with the nutmeg. So we are anointing the bag. So the nutmeg is in the bag, and then we're just putting the 3 drops on the bag. Is that right?
Yes. So
Yes. Okay.
I'll just figure out that my nutmeg is here, and right here I will anoint. That's it.
Got it. Okay.
So
Got it.
once the
Perfect.
bag is sealed and closed, we do not open.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I'm going to be giving one as easy process for people who would want to work on business success, right? And then we are going to be moving to the most exciting part. Which angels do we call upon for what purpose? Okay. So before that, I believe no more questions on this. No. So for this, you will require one potted plant. Now make sure that it's not very large, something that you can place on your work desk. And this is ritual to draw customers to your business, to get more from your business. You're going to be needing a bowl and water and one silver item. Like in the previous ritual, here also your silver item could be anything. It could be a coin, ring, chain, spoon, anything, right? And this ritual starts on a full moon, and preferably during the Capricorn time, if you can. Otherwise, it's completely fine. So you will need a potted plant of some kind, and this plant then will stay on your work desk only. You're not going to be moving it. So wherever you do most your work and you do most your planning, that's where you need to place this plant. It could be a desk, it could be an area as well. So on the full moon, put some clean water into the bowl along with your silver item. And now, once your bowl is filled, you will have to say these words. And I'll also tell you what you can replace this with. So first is a silver moon hangs above, silver moon for luck and love. Bring to me some hawks with gold, bring them here until I'm old. When I'm gray and bones are tired, release this charm that was hired. Right? Now, when you're finished saying this, you're going to be pouring the water onto the plant. Next time, so you're going to be repeating this process 2 more times. And if you'd like, before you pour the water, blow onto the water and then pour. This is going to keep your plant recharged. And all you need to do is just keep the plant there. You are going to be doing it on every full moon. However, during the process, if your plant dies, it dries up, absolutely fine. You can get another plant and continue your process. The whole ritual you will keep continuing on full moons. Now, so the Bible verse, sorry, the song you can use this or replace these words with is 82. God has taken his place in divine council, the same one. Now, it is said that you can judge the health of your business by how this plant is growing. If it is healthy, strong, and slow growing, that means your business will last a long time. If it grows faster than it normally would, that means your business will bloom but may or may not last. You'll have to do something for it to last. And if that plant begins to die, it may mean that it is taking in some of the bad luck or hexes directed at your business. And you should go and do some cleansing work. For cleansing work, you've already learned a process to bless the home or the business place. We can use the same process, right? So these are some very easy Ozark spells that I learned from a couple of books. And now the main part, I'm moving to that. We're going to be talking about few names of the angels and how do we work with them. So the names might sound like I'm hearing them for the first time, and it is completely all right. However, there's one thing that we need to do in order to work with Ozark Angels. That means we need to offer something. And these two kinds of offering that we can do either or, so either this offering or that offering, it is going to work out. And they are extremely easy. The first offering that usually works very quickly is offering them public appraisal. That means wherever you're in a public forum or there's a community group, you can just simply thank that particular angel. And I'm going to be giving you a few names. And second is offering candies, sugared candies. That is also very easy. Now, how do we give them candies? Two ways again. One is either you can put a candy under a tree and say, thank you, so and so angel. Take the name of the angel. And that's it. Or else, if you have a child or children around who are younger than 7, 8 years, who've not hit their puberty, we can distribute candies to little angels also. And that is also a gratitude giving to these angels. Now, I'm going to be sharing a few names here so that all of us can make a note of them. And since I've been talking about prosperity so much, this name is similar sounding to what we must have heard. The name is Rapunzel. Okay. Now she is angel of money, prosperity, and abundance. So, how do we call upon them? What do we do when we are working with them? And how will the system work out? When we are beginners, we simply need to call out the name 3 times with deep sense of connecting with them, with openness of connecting with them, and say that I call on to you to help me get what and in how many days. So remember one rule: specific is terrific, right? The more specific you are, that I need $200, I need $100, or I need $1,000, whatever it is, in next so many days, it is going to be working out beautifully for you. And one beautiful thing here is, even when your work is not done, right? So I've told them that I need $1,000 in a month's time, and it's just been a week, and I need to build my bond with Rapunzel. What will I do? Every time I go out with candies, and I place one candy under a tree and say, thank you, Rapunzel, for doing my work. Next time I go out, so I don't need to specifically go out for Rapunzel, but whenever I go out with candies. I have candies filled in my purse ever since I worked with Ozark Angels. And there are a lot of trees around where I live. I will just get down somewhere, place a candy under a tree and say, thank you, Rapunzel, or thank you, Hamid, or thank whoever is working for. Now, this, whenever you do, will ensure that your bond is created with this particular angel. And they are more likely to do this work faster, quicker, bond with you, and not just do the work now. Let's say my work is done in 20 days. I've given them all the offerings that I promised. And if I continue doing this, I will I will be able to ask more next time. I will be able to work on many things next time. Right? Now I'm going to be talking about one more angel. Give me a second, please. This angel's name is Pele. Now, this is the angel who invoke positive healing energies, and there are so many case studies, testimonials on Pele's work. When something was not working out, and they wanted, in terms of health, when people had concerns, they wanted to reach out to the right doctor, they wanted faster recovery to something else. Pele has helped them recover the health concerns in faster way. People who are undergoing medication, even they have seen very quick recoveries. Surprises, beautiful work, Fei Lei. Even if it is something very small, like skin irritation or a health concern or a lifestyle disease, we can always take Fei Lei's help to help us either control it in a better way or cure it. Right? Once again, this is not replacement for medicines. They help and support as catalysts.
Absolutely. I'm going to say it too, just so that, it's said twice. So neither Siddhii or I are medical practitioners, and we are talking about energy healing. We're not talking about physical um, stuff here. But if you do have any concerns, physical concerns, mental, emotional, spiritual, please see a certified professional. Okay, this is just for informational purposes and our own experiences that we're sharing with you. So, speaking of experiences, so have you worked with both Rapunzel and Fele?
Yes, and the two angels that I've worked extensively with are yet to come up. So,
Okay.
couple of more names if everyone is open. Yes.
Absolutely. And can we work with more than one angel at a time, or we can
Absolutely.
only work with
Y-
one at a time?
Absolutely. You can work with as many as you'd like, provided we can keep up.
Awesome. Okay.
So when I work with them, yeah, I would show you. Here's my little diary in which I keep records of which angel I've invoked for me and which angel I've invoked for some of my client work, some of my friends' work. And I don't know whether you can see it, but it's kind of filled. Why do I keep these records? Because I don't want to miss out on giving any kind of offerings to them. And I'll also okay, when that angel's name comes, I will give you one of the very beautiful case studies that happened. Yes, so yes, we can work with as many angels. And when we are uh, going into deeper studies, there's going to be a list of at least 20 angels that we work with. So, yes, well, I worked with Fele myself, Rapunzela, not so much. And why? That also I'll tell you. That's coming up. I'll just explain that in 5 minutes. Now is Wednesday, Wednesday or Wednesday, whatever you would want to call it, call her. Now this is angel for relationships and love. So all the way, it's a purest form of love. Whenever we want to bring in love into our work relationship or our familial relationships or just friends, relatives, she works out beautifully well. So that is in Vednasi. And now, again, the process of calling upon the angels is always going to be the same. Couple of deep breaths, call out their names 3 times, and make your ask, give your promise. That's it. And just remember to do that. So, a lot of times people ask me, does something happen if we forget to give them candies or to give them public appraisal? Nothing happens. The only is because they are angels of positivity. The only thing is maybe next time they'll not work. And we want to offer them something. We need to offer them gratitude before we work with them the next time. We will have to give candies before we work with them the next time. Right? Now, one of my favorites is coming up. And this is the very first Ozark angel that I started working with. And the story of Cash, the story, I've not shared the story of health, but story of Cash and everything started, in my case, with him. His name is Halim. You can call him or her. So this is one of the most positive angels to work with. And our energy supports everything, whether it is strength, money, love, travel, luxury, health, overall well being, anything. When you do not remember the names of Ozark angels and you still wish to work with him, this name, just remember it in your mind. So, this happened that in one of the knowledge calls that I conduct for my community people, I told them to call upon Halim if they needed something. So, this gentleman attended, and next week, and in fact, in the same week, he realized that one of his friends had an issue at his workplace. He was thrown out. So he gave this remedy to his, not remedy, but he gave this invocation to his friend saying that why don't you call upon Halim and see whether this works out for you. He called upon Halim. Within 10 days, he was called back. This happened with him. I received cash. One of my influencer friends received a completely new collaboration that got him money in 6 figures. And I have so many things to to talk about, Halim. So this is precisely the reasons why when it comes to money, I've not tried out my invocation with so many other angels. When you realize that one angel is working for you, you create deeper bond with them. That is your first step before you move uh, into creating newer bonds with all different angels. Absolute yes, if you want to be creating bonds with each one of them, but find out your core bonding angel first, because that angel is going to be working out very often. So every alternative day, I go down and place a candy under a tree for Halim, because I have made so many asks for me, for my friends, for my clients, and many others when it is about Halim. I have one more angel to talk about, right? And that's Kopal or Kopal. Now, this one is exactly like Halim. She's said to be having 18 wings around her. Yeah, and she works with lightning fast speed. So while she's going to be helping us in many different areas of life, be it personal wishes, manifesting opportunities, general assistance, just like Halim, this one brings in speed. So this is also one name that we should remember. In the matters of urgency, we would call out to her. And a lot of my very close friends have worked with Gopal and seen results. I have invoked her only once and I've seen results. And again, that was when I wanted to ask a larger chunk of cash. So the first time I wanted to ask a larger chunk of cash, and I'm like, I'm not sticking to 10K anymore. Let's raise our bars. Let's up our game and do something more. That's when I called upon her and I manifested it around 14th, 15th day. When I received it, I was completely surprised because uh, this is not something that is usual practice of my business or not something that ever happens. Okay, so yeah, that's Gopal. In fact, that particular week, I also received some cash gift. So I, I didn't know how this would come through, and I still am surprised at how they are working with, but they are working beautifully well for me. So these are some of the Ozark Angels. I would like to open myself up to any kind of questions that you might have, or anything that you'd like to know more about, or maybe more angels. I'm open to answer them for you.
Awesome. Thank you. So if you have a question, you want to raise your hand and ask a question about any of these angels, or if there's anything specific uh, that you would like to ask about, which angel can I call for this kind of thing, whatever that this is, just ask and we'll find out. So it seems pretty straightforward to call on these angels, make a request, and then either give a public acknowledgement, gratitude, or offer them candy, and then you just wait for it to happen. But you continuously give them candy every day or every couple of days
That's
whenever you go
totally
out.
up to you. Giving them once is more than enough because that is the
Okay.
part of your bargain, your deal with them.
Yeah.
That's it. But giving them again and again creates deeper bond. It is one of the techniques to say, hello, I remember you.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So Rosemary's asking, are these angels all archangels? Not necessarily.
No. So they could be angels from all different cultures, maybe nature spirits, and some kind of deities. And we call them angels.
Yeah. And then Anindita is asking, so I can start keeping candies under a tree for Copal.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
But you
absolutely.
have to be specific about what you want as well.
Absolutely. So you need to be telling about, I need so much. So when I said I need so much money, I mentioned I need it in cash. However, you want to mention that I want this through this particular kind of business or this particular kind of venture, then you can work with them. So if you think your money is stuck somewhere and you want help, guidance, wisdom, and opening up of pathways, you can definitely work out that as well.
What about if somebody just wants, more clarity, more direction, because they're like just like stuck mentally about how to proceed in their life.
Okay. Okay. I'm just going to be typing the name here first. So it looks like combination of two names, Andrew, Eve. And
Mhm.
that's how we speak, Andrew, Eve. Okay.
Okay.
Now this particular angel is said to be very small in terms of size. However, she's angel of knowledge, spirituality, wisdom, matters related to study, learning, and often called upon when it is about intellectual pursuits or studies or deep wisdom. Now, this particular angel is very playful. So, the moment we start seeing results, let's say I called upon her to empower my psychic abilities. And when I start feeling that, yes, I'm receiving this, yes, I'm seeing this vision, yes, I'm perceiving something beyond what I could, give her candy instantly. You can delay all other angels' candies. She's a small one. She needs it instantly. That's it. So that is the only difference to we make here.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So that was also part of my question too, was a lot of people are wanting to increase their intuition, increase their communication. They want to hear their angels and guides and so on and so forth. So Andrew Eve can assist with that, support that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. Good.
people who are also mm, in practice of tarot, people who are in practice of any kind of divination, this is the angel you can call upon even before your reading. And then once your reading is done, you can just place a candle.
Okay. Awesome. So we're all going to have to go out to the store and go buy some candies. That's for sure, right?
That's it. Sugared candies.
And not eat them ourselves.
No.
I love it. All right. Anybody have any other questions around these Ozark Angels or the remedies? Because I want to make sure everybody's clear because these are so easy, right? And so simple to do that I think we can all start from today. I just have to go out and get some candy, but other than that, we can start working with these angels today just for, I think we talked about healing energies, we talked about money, we talked about manifestation, relationships and love, and then, speed, quick, how quickly you would like things to happen. Um, and Bruce says hard candy, I think chocolate would be a bit of a mess under the tree. Yeah, I think definitely
Yes.
hard
No
candy for sure.
toffees, no
Yeah,
chocolates,
toffee.
no
Oh, no
toffees,
toffee,
no
no chocolate.
chocolates, sugared candies.
Yeah. Yeah, so those hard like Werther's, I used to eat Werther's candies a long time ago. Don't even remember now. I did have a question, but gosh, it's gone, I think. Gone, it's gone, it's gone. I thought I had a question. Let me think. Nope, it's gone. But these were only, I think, five angels you talked about. There are many, many more. There's like 20 more, right?
Actually, more than 25. I'm just talking about 20 plus.
Exactly. And so Rosemary is asking, should the candy be wrapped or not? So when we put it under the tree,
Wrap, wrapped.
wrapped. Okay.
However, if there's anyone who's making candies at home, you just want to place it like that, absolutely fine.
Okay, awesome. Perfect. Easy peasy. I love it. And then the the candies, I think the squirrels and the little animals will also might get it as well, which is fine. Once we've offered it to the
Absolutely.
tree, it's fine because
Yes.
it's okay as long as kids don't get it.
So,
right?
so kids under 7 years of age, absolutely fine. You can distribute to them as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Any other questions, anybody, about these Ozark Angels?
Okay,
You should
now
try
let
it,
me give
Michelle.
you, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Now, can I give you a little pro tip? Okay, and
Yes. And I remembered my question, but go ahead.
let's say you're beginning your journey with Ozark Angels, and maybe you feel that this is taking time. Okay, then there's one angel you should call upon first, and your work starts becoming faster. Okay, I'm just going to place the name here. Raziel. I think I made a spelling mistake, but Raziel is the one who clears out pathways for your work with Ozark Angels. So what do? You call out to Raziel first. Same, same way, Raziel, Raziel, Raziel. Please clear out my path. Working with Ozark Angels and let my work happen quickly. Okay. And that's it. Now call upon whichever Archangel, sorry, not Archangel, sorry, Ozark Angel you wish to work with. That's it. Your work is going to be beautifully quick and amazing.
Awesome. So the question I had was a little practical one, of course. Some people, not in our community, thank goodness, but some people are going to ask for, oh, I want $10 million. I mean, I always say, like, be reasonable and practical. Can your like, if you suddenly get $10 million in your bank account, the bank's going to flag that and say, what's going on here, right? So is there any rule or wisdom around that?
Yes, yes. So when you work with your Ozark Angel, and maybe your end goal, your destination is $10 million, what is your next step? Maybe you're just making uh, $10,000, ask for 20,000.
Yeah.
That is your first step. So let this journey be progressive. When you start making 20, ask for 30, 40. When you start making that, multiply. Slowly work your way up, just one step at a time. The work, in my opinion, is quick, speedy, has shown beautiful results, and this will also give you good amount of time to build your bond with them. Now, when we connect with 20 angels, sometimes we'll find that one angel is doing this work for me real quick. It's just spiritual DNA resonation. They will work with you quickly. While with some, it will take time. In that case, it's always better to plan every step and then move forward.
I love that. I am like that type of person as well. It's like step by step by step, and continuously growing step by step. So there's no money limit, Michelle, per se, but go at a gradual increasing pace, right? Because
Yes.
I know right now, if I were to suddenly get $1 million in my bank, the bank would hold it and would call me and say, what is this? Is this money laundering or what? Like, so it would not make any sense, right? But if I
Yes.
had 10,000, that's fine, So they're like, yeah, okay, that's reasonable because it matches what I'm already getting, right? So it's like that's okay. It's just within a reasonable limit, and then slowly, gradually keep on increasing. I think that's fair. So, one, I had a question about one of the sayings or phrases, or the spells. I don't want to call it a spell, but when you're talking about the silver moon hangs above, silver moon, blah blah blah, and it says, "Bring to me some folks with gold. Bring them here until I'm old. When I'm gray and bones are tired." Well, I'm already gray and my bones are tired.
Okay, let's talk about
So
the
what can I
spirit.
do about that?
I'm always 23 in my spirit,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I,
So,
I I I
yes,
may
you can
look like I
skip
have
this.
gray hair, but I don't feel old. per
So
se.
a smarter thing to do is replace this with a song.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Continue making.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Because it's like I'm not old, but I look it because with the gray hair. But so is there any ritual or spell for that?
Okay, there is an angel.
Ah, awesome. I'll definitely try that.
Okay, I'm just going to be typing the name. Just give me a. And I have worked with this one. And what happened to me, I'll tell you. Her name is Barida. We call
Hmm,
her Barida. She's an angel of beauty, charm, and aura enhancement. She
hmm,
also helps you with matters of attraction, as in, let's say, attract more students, attract more community people, and she is the angel of personal transformation. So, as she changes something about our physical appearance, that could be skin, hair, she would also enhance our aura, work on our
okay.
overall personality and magnetism, and work with us. Her work with her is beautiful. So, the week one, when I had called upon her for my facial skin, someone who met me in person asked me, "Have you got a facial done?" Because my skin was definitely looking different. Uh, the texture was visibly extremely different. But at the same time, and now this is not something I should have asked her, but I wanted to try it out, experiment sake. And next week, I called upon Barida and I said, I want to, shed some extra weight. And I lost 2 kgs that week.
That's
And
amazing. Wow.
yes. So only after a week, I went on my weighing scale just to check whether something happened in this week, and I lost 2 kgs. And that is something I attribute to her because I've not done anything different in my routine. So yeah,
Got it. Okay, I'll definitely be calling on Barida. Yes,
yes,
definitely. We'll be working with her. Thank you.
yes.
Uh, Anybody, uh, all right. Anne says copper gives your hair color back. Not good to eat too much. Yeah, I know. I've been doing a lot of research into hair coloring and all that kind of stuff. So I know definitely copper has to, I have to have more copper in my diet. See, we'll see. But I've been using switch words too for that. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Anything else you wanted to add about the Ozark Angels? I know we're getting like off topic.
Uh, yes. So when we work with them, there is a certain way in formality that I teach in the class, and there are 3 processes that is it okay if I start talking about that a little
Sure.
brief?
Yeah.
Okay, so before
Do
we
you want me to
even
share
move
my?
there, I want to talk about
Okay.
this even before we move there, that
Yeah.
what we are doing right now is very basic and it has worked for so many people. So imagine where we learn couple of things that we can do, of which the, I'm going to be teaching 3 processes in the class. The very first is 2 minutes process, and it requires nothing. It just requires a little bit of memory, and you think that you're kind of uh, not able to recollect in your first 2 goes, you can just write it on a piece of paper. That's it. So the very first is remembering in 2 minutes. The second process. Now, this is where I wanted to speak about Ozark. As I said, they did not believe in certain figure, angel, temple. But under this process, there are certain seals that we work with. Now, what are these seals? These are the seals that bring in instant connection with these angels. But the seals are not made for each and every angel. There are just some of them, few of them. So we are going to be learning about these seals. I'll be giving these seals to you. Pele is best for physical healing. Yes, and there are more. So if you wanted to start working, and what has worked out for me, and I'm requesting you to use the same process. If you want to start your work with Halim, he's quick to answer. You can begin that, and in the process, start calling to Fele. At max, you just have to leave two candies at the same time, one for Halim, one for Fele. And that's very workable, very doable. And my experience with Halim has been extremely great. And he's very easy to come and listen to you. So that's just a recommendation. But yes, you can always go ahead and call on Fele.
Sounds good. Awesome. Thank you. And call on both and just, like Siddhi says, put two candies. Or I mean, I was thinking um for those of us who would like to even do the public acknowledgement or public gratitude, do you have a community for the Ozark Angels? Yes.
So our community group, now that is open to all kinds of gratitude. People have learned about archangels. They come in and thank the archangels. People have worked with goddesses. They come in and thank the goddesses, and the same spaces for the Ozark angels. Uh, yes, I
Okay.
myself do gratitude over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Because that also might be an option for people as well, right? Because sometimes it may not like when it was winter. I say was. Oh my goodness, I said was. I mean, winter's over, but I didn't go out as at all. So now it's spring and I'll be going out more. But it's also an option to do that for people who cannot go out and put a candy under a tree. They can always do the gratitude in some sort of group. So that's great. Uh, Archangel Raphael through Kelly Kolodny. I don't know who that is, but I mean I know Archangel Raphael for sure. I know Kelly. Awesome, thank you, Bruce. All right, so let's take a minute and talk about the special offer page, so we can learn a little bit more about the program, the workshop that you're going to be offering. Right?
Yes.
I'm just going to share my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so Siddhi has been sharing about these wonderful Ozark Angels, and so she's going to be offering an Angel Spirits of Ozark Level 1 workshop that's coming up, and I'm going to let you share a little bit about that, and what all is included.
So, as I said, Ozark angels may not necessarily be archangels, but they are spirits of good faith, of light. Now, when we go inside this workshop, we learn three processes. First is very easy peasy. You can do it any point in time. The only limitation here is you do it during the daytime. That's it. So during the day, you have 2 minutes, call upon them. You'll not need anything more. All you'll need more is just a candy. The second process works with seals. Now, seals bring in, now it is said, it is experienced that seals bring in faster results when you connect with angels. However, seals are not made for all Ozark angels, but the seals that are available will make your work extremely beautiful and fast. So we are going to be learning the second method is the seals method. And the third is going to be one easy peasy ritual with candle, a little bit of sugar. Now, we're going to be learning about Ozark. We're going to be learning about certain psalm-based rituals. Now, that is going to be a part of our bonus that we'll work with that. But largely, we're going to be learning about angels and which angel is going to help you here, which angel is going to help you there, open up your roads, whether it is about money, whether it is about health, whether it is about spirituality, skin, uh, it is about protecting ourselves from any harmful energies. It is about, cleansing yourself and doing away with all the negative energy that have connected already. All of that. and bringing in faster results. So that is the main workshop revolved around. What more we will learn is few easy peasy pop magic spells meant for money, meant for relationship, meant for something else. And these are extras, what we learn in this. However, connecting with these Ozark angels is something we will do in the class together, right? So this class is, let me scroll down a little. So you're going to be discovering their unique energies, names, uh, all the PDF manuals, access of the replays will be available with you for a year. Okay. And we will continue, and we always give a lot of WhatsApp support and email support, and that will continue happening as and when you need. All you need to do is shout out. Now, this workshop is happening on 23rd of March. The timings I've given here are IST, but I will have to work out the timings. These would be morning timings for you, most likely, right?
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and this is coming to you for an energy exchange of $50. That's it.
And there's recordings, so if the people cannot attend live, they can always get the recordings, right?
Absolutely, for a year.
Yeah. Awesome. And of course, there's a WhatsApp group. And if you're wanting to pay in INR, there's a button, and then there's a phone number, so you can make your payment in INR as well. So for those of you who would like to do that, please do. So I think it's great. So 23rd of March, I'm gonna have to see what 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 I'm doing that day, but I'm definitely going to be attending. There's some wonderful testimonials from folks who have worked with Siddhi specifically in this Ozark workshop. So you can see what they have written, what their experiences were as well. And of course, there's a fuller bio for Siddhi here. You can take a look at that. So this package again is the Angel Spirits of Ozark Level 1 workshop, which includes the comprehensive PDF manuals, access to the recordings for a year, and access to the WhatsApp group for ongoing support, questions, etc. Right? So it is $50 US, and if you are an Inner Circle member, please use your gift code. And if you want to pay in INR, it's 3,500. Okay. So wonderful. Thank you so much, Siddhi. I love it. I think it's like, for me, it's adding uh growing my support team, right? So we have so many helpers already, and this is another resource. I don't like to use it as a tool, but another resource for us to work with to create, our life, and with more ease and grace, right? So it's always, like I always say, we're always supported. So this is another support to add to your big support system that we already have, right? So I love it, and again, easy peasy. Lots of people who have already worked with these Ozark Angels. Siddhi's had wonderful experiences. Her clients have had wonderful experiences. So they definitely work, and can work quickly, which I like, and easily. I love easy and quick, right?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So if anybody has any questions about that, so I was gonna just check quickly. March 23rd at 8 p.m. Delhi time is approximately, it is the morning for us, which is okay. It is a Monday. Um, so 10:30 a.m. Eastern is when it starts. So 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So it's 2 hours, right? But again, if you can't attend live, that's okay, because the recordings will be available. So during the class, you said that there are seals. So is that kind of like an attunement, I guess you could say?
No. So the seals are these symbols for which you don't need an attunement. You can start
Okay.
working with them directly, immediately. However, how to
Okay.
bond with them and how the entire process of working with the seals is what I'm going to be teaching. How you connect yourself with the seals is what I'm going to be teaching.
Awesome. No, I love it. And it's easy peasy. I'm already excited to start working with Halim and Barida for sure. So Easy peasy. Let me know about the group, the community that you have so that I can, start putting in the acknowledgement in there as well, because I
Okay.
may not get a chance to get some candy today, right? So
Absolutely. I'll send you a link.
awesome. All right. So anybody have any questions about any of these rituals, any of these Ozark Angels, how you can work with them? Any questions about the workshop that is coming up on March 23rd? So March 23rd is a Monday. So in a couple of weeks. I'm just going to check quickly. Oh, I won't be able to attend live, so I will have to watch the recording. That's okay. So I
It's
have
okay.
a,
You'll get as much excitement.
yeah, awesome. So
Great.
Asha is asking, how can I work with the angels? So Asha, I guess you might have joined late because uh, we definitely talked a lot about that, right, Siddhi? But it's very
Absolutely.
easy.
The whole process. Two
Yeah,
minutes and
very
that's it.
easy, very simple. You can go back and watch the recording, but it's so easy that I'm like, wow, easy peasy. I like 2 minutes um, of the invocation and making a specific request or ask, and then giving the thanks is basically all it takes. So, and then but then of course it's about having faith and trust that it's going to happen, right?
Absolutely. So even if you're experimenting for the first time, do it with just good faith that I'm going to be putting faith in this because I'm experimenting it. We want success out of this experiment, right? So that's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is wise to forget. Just ask and forget for a week. Of course, remember when you need to give candies, but don't remember that. Don't even remember that I've made this ask. Let it just materialize and you'll have a beautiful surprise.
Don't fixate on it. It's like once
Yeah,
you've made the request, let it go, but then continue to create that bond by giving thanks or giving those candies. Is basically what the process of the giving thanks or giving candies is, to strengthen even that bond. Not to say, please don't forget my ask, please don't forget to do what I asked you to do. No, it's just to strengthen the bond between you and them, right? That's how I look at it.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. So good, good, good. Any last words of wisdom for us other than just try it and um try with small things first and then gradually increase. Of course, we talked about that, but like I know Asha wants to like sell her house, for example, right? So, you know, I would still wait on that one, but start with something smaller first, and then to build that relationship and that connection.
Absolutely. Work your way up. And I strongly urge you to try this out. And when that happens, you will send a message to Shefali or us,
Yes.
whoever. I mean, she's created this sacred space for all of us to come together, explore new things, have this wisdom, and this will be one way we can give her gratitude for holding this beautiful space for us.
Thank you. Yes, I love to hear, you know, um, good stories, good feedback. I mean, I love it. It's like, yes, it's so much fun to hear when people, write back and say, "Oh, you know what? After this call and after I did this, this is what happened." So it's like, and I do get those emails, thankfully. But yeah, definitely let me know once you try one of these that we've done, or if you take the course with Siddhi and you learn so many more. Um, Again, still let me know. I still want to know. I still want to know, right? Oh, bless us. Something happened just listening to you. Oh, good. I love that. And that's the power of transformation, if you're willing to receive. Because even on these calls, if you're just willing to receive not just the wisdom, but of course there's always energies here supporting you, transformation is possible. So thank you, Bless. If nothing, at least you're gonna feel uplifted, for sure, right? So thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so sweet. So her uncle called with a gift. Ah, that's great.
That's a
He didn't
sign.
even have to do a ritual. Exactly. It's a sign. Plus, it's a sign you need to work with these angels, right? With these Ozark Angels, these Ozark Angel Spirits, whatever you want to call them, right? Oh, you're so
Yes.
welcome, Bruce. Thank you. And I think bless you would really enjoy working with these rituals. I think that's what I'm getting. But anyways, you use your judgment. You use your knowing. But I think it'll definitely make a huge difference for you. Awesome. I love it. So March 23rd, I will not be there because I have a call at that time, but I will be there in spirit and I will be definitely watching the recording. Right. So I'm definitely going to be attending the call in spirit because I want to know more about these Ozark angels and other rituals and other ways that they can assist me and you, all of us. Because, you know, I always say there's support is always available, but sometimes it's like, who do you call, right? Ghostbusters. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, that's just like it came out of there. But like sometimes you wonder who can I call for this thing? Well, these are new. They're not new, but they're new to us. New spirits, new angels that can support us, and that we can work with. So I think it's a gift and a blessing for all of us to have grow our team of support. So I'm excited. So thank you, Siddhi. This was great. Anybody
You?
have any other last questions before we go? I will have the recording a little bit later, because again, there was, I love the rituals that Siddhi shared. So simple, so easy. And I think there were six angel spirits that you shared names of and what they do or how they can help us. But in the workshop, there's going to be 20 plus more. So there's a lot more available to us. So again, it's also about that, right? Being willing to receive. So are you willing to receive all the support that's available for you? So that's a question for you. Um, Anything else, Siddhi?
No, it is going to be a very beautiful journey. Um, why this call is short today? Because working with them is so quick and easy and short.
Yeah.
And that's why uh, I want to keep the surprise package for later, right? So, but do try this out. I'm sure you'll see a lot of difference. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Thank you. I'm going to try the burrito one today and the Halim one today. And I myself have to go back and watch again, watch the recording because, there were like five or six, right? So um, I'm excited for something so simple and so easy and so quick. The only rule, I guess, is not to do in the evening, so during the daytime. Okay.
During the
So
daytime.
yeah, that's the only major rule, I guess you could say. Right. Can I try
Yes.
all of them out? Would need yes, yeah, because I asked it that earlier. I said, can
Absolutely.
you work with more than one? Yes, absolutely. But again, keep your asks reasonable, right? So, I mean, just be reasonable and think of it as a gradual process, right? So, you know, however that works with you. But I mean, I'm gonna ask for more gray hair. I mean, more gray hair, more brown hair, more dark hair. I'm not gonna say have my whole head be dark by next week. I mean, that's difficult. I think it's quite possible, but my subconscious, my conscious does not accept that. So it's like, okay, gradually, I'm happy with gradual. I think that's possible, right? So that's what I mean. Not one, but at least, a little bit more in the front would be nice because I look at myself and I see gray, but when I look in my mirror, I don't see that much gray. So I don't get it. It's like who am I seeing in my mirror? Because it's not the person I see on this screen or in pictures. It's like, what is going on? Anyways, I digress. Thank you, Cynthia. This was wonderful. You always bring so much new wisdom for us and new processes, new rituals, new support tools for us to work with so that we can make our lives better. Um, Silver. I love that, Bruce. Thank you. Yes. I have a lot of silver. But let's, I wouldn't mind having a lot of gold as well. So, let's have silver and gold. Um, but yeah, thank you, Siddhi. You always share so much wisdom with us and you always give so freely and so generously. So thank you. I appreciate it. And, of course, sharing of wisdom is the best gift that you can give to anybody and everybody. So thank you. Thank you for that. I love it. I love it. So thank you, everyone.
You and everyone.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Michelle. You should try some of these things out too, as well. Some of these rituals, right? So perfect. And yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll have the recordings out in a little while. Go back and watch and listen. Take notes, right, as well for yourself. And then before the day is done, before the evening hits, try and do one of these rituals for yourself. Okay, keep it simple, keep it easy. There's no stress, no pressure, and have fun with it. Right. So thank you, Siddhi. Thank you, everybody, for all your questions, comments, feedback, everybody, everything in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. Let me know what you do, how you do, and what results you get. But have fun with it, right? And just be in that energy of wonder and excitement and play. Okay. And I'll see you on the workshop. I'll be there in spirit. You all can be there live. Okay. So we'll see you then. Thank you so much, Siddhi. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Not same time. We'll be back at 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all so much love and blessings. Bye for now.